we're going to talk about the state of play on PlayStation's end and the Nintendo Direct on Nintendo's end. Which is going to be better? Today we'll talk about some key facts, things that could happen, things probably that won't happen, and things I wish that could happen. And let's just get started with the video. What is going on, guys? Jim here with a video today. We're going to get started with this video. We're not going to waste any time. Let's get started. Starting off with the Nintendo side of things, Nintendo's event is going to be 40 minutes long, which is a pretty long event. Along with that, it's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so it's only in about 10 hours at the time it's recording from now. And also, it's going to focus on Nintendo Switch games only. Obviously, the 3DS and Wii U are out the door, so the Switch games are in for, you're in for a treat if you're just in for the Switch games, because maybe these Wii U and 3DS games could possibly come to the Switch. Also, to know that this is going to be probably the last Direct that's big for the rest of the year, so that's what I'm assuming. This is going to focus on holiday 2022 games into the winter time of 2023, so expect a lot of cool stuff from this Direct. I'm very pumped up for it. But let's talk about some things to start out with. Things that we could expect. Stuff we could expect. Starting to list off, I think we're going to see something with a Wind Waker HD remake, or the Twilight Princess HD remake, remasters, whatever you want to call them, whatever Nintendo calls them these days. But those two games getting ported to the Switch is highly rumored, and it seems like it's a given at this point because of their track record bringing Skyward Sword over and so on. So I think that would be a really good first thing for them to do. And it's possibly one of the biggest rumored things of this event. Number two, I think we're going to see some footage on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. I know it got delayed out of 2022 into 2023, but that doesn't mean they're not going to show some footage. Maybe we'll see a new gameplay trailer. Maybe we'll see something to do with combat. Who knows? Maybe we'll see another surprise for Zelda fans to hold off until that game. That's probably why I really think they're going to bring the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess out later this year and bring that out next year. Similar to what they did with Breath of the Wild 1, and I think it was Hyrule, or it was one of the Zelda games that came out before that. So it makes sense for Zelda fans to have something while they're waiting. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 could have some new footage or some new gameplay or just a new trailer. Who knows? Bayonetta 3 is coming out October 27th or 25th. You'll see on the screen here. That game looks massive. That game has been in the works for a long time. It's been about almost maybe 5-6 years since we've seen a Bayonetta game, and it's been since the Wii U. So Bayonetta 3 has been confirmed for release date in October, so expect to see something really big on that. Maybe something with Amiibo, maybe a new trailer, maybe a new combat trailer, maybe something in the collector's edition. Who knows? That's definitely probably something you're going to see. We're probably going to also see something to do with the Nintendo Online program, the highest tier program, where you get the Nintendo Switch for the Animal Crossing DLC, Mario Kart DLC, the Splatoon DLC, all kinds of stuff, and then the 64 games, Sega Genesis, and Super Nintendo. But I'm really thinking, I said this in a video earlier today when I was talking about the Direct and my 5 bold predictions that you see here, see the eye above. This is probably going to happen. GameCube games. GameCube games could be in the work for the Nintendo Switch Online. If they bring the GameCube games out, that's going to be a huge, massive push for Nintendo Switch fans to get on board with the Nintendo Online membership, because GameCube games have been requested since the Wii U, even probably before that, probably the Wii, but seriously, that would be awesome. I'm sure we're going to see something to do with Splatoon 3 and its holiday lineup of content, maybe some events, some costumes, some DLC. I'm sure we're going to see something. I know the game just came out, so they're probably going to pump content into that game as well. Possibly going to see something to do with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, because Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was one of the biggest games of the summer. Came out about in July. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some DLC lined up for that as well, so maybe that could happen. Alright guys, so that's what most likely will be seen at this Direct, in my opinion, obviously. But here are things I would really like to see that possibly might happen, but they're really not going to happen. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I want to see a Professor Layton 3DS collection brought over to the Switch. If you were going to bring something from the 3DS or the Wii U, bring the Professor Layton games. I just made a video, like I said, about 5 things I predict about this Nintendo Direct, and we really could use the 3DS versions of the Layton games, Azran Legacy, Professor Layton Miracle Mask, and the one with Phoenix Wright versus Layton. Those games are so expensive, especially the two, Azran and the Phoenix Wright one. Those games need to be on the Switch so someone can afford them once again, because these games are upwards of $150 plus. Miracle Mask on the lighter side of like $50-$60, but you get the point. It would be awesome to see a collection of the Professor Layton games on the Switch, and if we do get that collection, just know That is not going to be easy to get in years' time, so keep that in mind. I would like to see something to do with Luigi's Mansion. That would be awesome. Maybe bring Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Luigi's Mansion over on the Switch. Maybe bring a double pack. Maybe have them separate titles. I would love to see those games on the Switch because the third one is on the Switch, and it makes only fitting sense for the other games to be on the Switch with its third exclusive that's on the Switch, the Luigi's Mansion 3. Could we see something of Kirby Air Ride HD Remastered? Up next, I would like to see GameCube games, as I spoke about 3 times in this video already, get pushed onto Nintendo Switch. Maybe bring some ports over. This is actually more than a port. If it's a GameCube game, it's truly going to be a remaster or a remake at that point. Could we see some games like Paper Mario Thousand Island Door? Could we see games like Mario Kart Double Dash? There's so many games on the GameCube that could really get ported over or remade on the Switch. That'd be awesome. Up next, I would love to see a Nintendo 3DS huge blowout sale. I'm talking games like Layton, Persona, Mario games, Donkey Kong games, all games. I really would love to see those games get on sale before the Nintendo eShop closes next year. It'll be a really good sale for Nintendo to put that out before this whole Nintendo 3DS and Wii U stuff goes away. Love to see Wii U and 3DS games on sale. Up next, we're going to talk about things that we're most likely not going to see. And the first thing we're talking about is the 4K so-called Nintendo Switch Pro. It's been in the works. Obviously, I have no clue if this is real. I mean, I've heard about it. I've heard it's going to be delayed. I heard it's all over the place. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about that. That's most likely not going to be at this event. Also, you're probably not going to see a new Smash Brothers or new Mario Kart just because they do support those games so much. Mario Kart 8 has so much content that's on the game right now, so it doesn't make sense to make a new one for that. And Smash Brothers just had, what, 3 season passes, so who knows at this point. Alright, so that is Nintendo side of things. Let's talk about PlayStation side of things. Alright, key facts for PlayStation. PlayStation State of Play is going to be only 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more long. It's going to be on same day, September 13th, but it's also going to be a little later in the day. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Check that out. That's going to be a big one because I got some good stuff that I think is going to happen in this one. Starting the list off for PlayStation side of things, stuff we're expecting to see is probably going to be some footage of games for the PlayStation VR 2 like Horizon and games like Resident Evil. Maybe we'll see even more games. I'm going to be making a list this week of 5 games I would love to see come to the VR 2, so stay tuned to that. But I really think we're going to see some news on the PSVR 2. Can we even see a release date finally? We haven't seen a release date in so many months, and now it's pushed to 2023. I think it's a fitting time in September for us to see a release date. 6 months maybe before the new VR device comes out. Up next, we're probably going to see something to do with Resident Evil 4's remake trailer. We're going to see gameplay. We're going to see maybe more of a release date. I think we saw a release date of 2023, but we're going to probably see more of that. This is pretty much following the footsteps of Resident Evil 2 and 3's remake. The remakes were very successful, so probably going to see something to do with that. Probably most likely going to see a new God of War Ragnarok trailer or some gameplay. We're going to see something big with God of War since God of War is literally next month or 2 months from now. So that's going to be probably there. We're probably going to see something to do with Gotham Knights. Who knows? I know it's on Xbox Series X as well. Maybe the Gotham Knights will have exclusive content, which has always had exclusive content on PlayStation consoles over Microsoft consoles. Always has been that way, so maybe we'll see something to do with Gotham Knights. I would love to see that. We're gonna probably see the new exclusive coming out next year, Forspoken. That's probably most likely gonna be shown at that event as well. I know it got delayed till January, which is a couple months away, not too far away. So maybe we'll see that. We're definitely gonna see probably a huge State of Play 2022 sale. I will definitely be making a video of games you should definitely buy on that sale, so make sure you stay tuned for videos like that as well. State of Play 2022 is probably going to have some crazy deals, so stay tuned to that. Probably going to see them at GameStop, Best Buy, and even on the PSN store like I just said. Another thing I think we're going to see is PS4 games coming to PS5, just like Persona 5 is coming to PS5, even though there's no physical release date. I know it's coming out in October. Cannot wait to see that on PS5. The graphic upgrades and the new load times. It's going to be a blast with that game. We're probably going to see Persona 4, and we're probably going to also see Persona 3, the other 2 games. Release dates probably finally for the PS5. Alright guys, and up next we're going to talk about stuff that I think that possibly could happen, but it might not happen, but it's something I would like to see. Love to see a God of War 1 and 2 double pack for the PS5. We haven't seen it since PS3. Obviously, you probably have played it. It's on the Vita as well, but it's only fitting to bring those games to the PS5 with the new enhanced graphics. Maybe make it more HD, maybe make it a remake. Who knows what they're gonna do with that collection? It's pretty cool to see that come to PS5 if it ever happens. But we see a new Spider-Man 2 trailer. I've been really wanting to see Spider-Man 2's trailer and release date and stuff like that for a long time now. Speaking of that, we're probably gonna see something that maybe to do with Final Fantasy VII second part. I think it's coming out sometime next year or the year after. Maybe we'll see something with that as well. Alright guys, we're gonna finish off this list with things that most likely are not gonna happen at this event, and one is really bothering me, but it's probably a long ways away, to be honest, and that is Kingdom Hearts 4. We literally heard about Kingdom Hearts 4 and its new trailer. We've seen some footage on it, and I cannot wait for that, because Kingdom Hearts 3 has a lot of explaining to do about what was wrong with that game and stuff. I like it, but it had some issues, unlike Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, which are classics in my personal opinion. See, I'm wearing a Disney villain shirt, see? And also, we're probably not going to see anything to do with the PS5 Pro. It's probably a little too early for that in the cycle. Probably going to see something about that maybe in a state of play, maybe based off that, maybe sometime in late 2023 into 2024. Probably for a 2024 release date into 2025. I literally said like 5 different dates, years, but you get it. Probably most likely not going to see anything big with the VR, because it's only a 20-minute event, and they want to show the games coming out. They're not probably going to show too much with the VR. That's probably going to be saved for Tokyo Game Show, which is literally the next day after this event. So that's my theory, and that's my opinion on this event and Nintendo's. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I pretty much went over Nintendo Direct side of things versus the State of Play, which is Sony side of things. And we have PS5 and PS4 and PSVR 2 versus Nintendo Switch and possibly maybe something else. We don't know. That is it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. It is very late at night, obviously. It's a pretty late video, but the event for Nintendo is still hours away, so maybe point out what could be in this event, or maybe some predictions are true. Who knows? I just can't wait to see these events, and stay tuned. I'll do a follow-up with the Nintendo, and I'll do one for PlayStation as well tomorrow. So 2 videos are going to be happening tomorrow, so stay tuned to that. And that is it, guys. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Stay awesome, stay positive, most of all, stay safe, and stay tuned, guys, for some gaming content. Peace out, guys.